You and I, as business owners, we know this problem and it almost kills us. We have a great product, but our audience doesn't listen. How the heck do we convince them that they need our product? The answer is through storytelling. But crafting a compelling story that sells can be a daunting task, especially if you're not a natural marketer. But don't worry, in this episode I'll explain a framework that helps you create a story that engages your target audience and convinces them to take action. It's called the StoryBrand framework. The StoryBrand framework is a 7-part formula for a good story. It's from the book by Donald Miller, and it works like this. A character has a problem and meets a guide who gives them a plan and calls them to action that helps them avoid failure and ends in success. 7 parts. Nice, huh? As humans, we've been telling stories for thousands of years already. You only need to apply this to your own marketing. The first step to crafting a compelling story is to identify your hero, which is your customer. So find these out. Who is your ideal customer? What do they like? And what do they want to achieve? That's very important. By answering these questions, you can paint a clear picture of what your target audience's current situation looks like and what's the change they are seeking. The next step is to talk about your hero's pressing problem, which is the villain in your story. Think about your customers' external, internal, and philosophical problems and distill them into a relatable villain. What I mean is, be sure to speak about what the villain makes the hero, so that's your customer, how it makes them feel. Example, an entrepreneur needs to pay their taxes, collecting sales and expenses, creating a profit and loss statement. All this alone can be a daunting task. The entrepreneur is frustrated and procrastinates until one day the tax administration sends the entrepreneur a letter reprimanding them for not sending in their tax returns. The entrepreneur is stressed and feels fear. See what I mean? Paint a colorful picture of the story's villain, in this case, the taxes. As the guide in your customer's story, it's your job to lead them towards their desired future state. To connect with your target audience, you need to show empathy and authority. Empathy means understanding your target persona's pain and frustration. Authority means establishing why you are the guide and what makes you qualified to help them. In our taxes example, you could give them a step-by-step recipe with small enough tasks so the entrepreneur gets their taxes in order easily. By doing this, you create a sense of trust and credibility that's essential for selling your product. Now that you have a compelling story, it's time to call your hero to action. Tell them what they need to do right now and why it's essential to act now, not later. By creating a sense of urgency, you'll motivate your target audience to take action, start their adventure, and move towards transformation. That's the moment to ask for the sale. Here is where the buy now or sign up buttons have to appear on the screen. Sometimes customers remain inactive, in spite of the promises you make with positioning yourself as a guide for your customer and with the plan you give them. Sometimes these two are not strong enough because your customer doesn't know what the stakes of doing nothing truly are. So give them a clear picture of what can happen when they do nothing. Don't overdo it, however. A good story needs the possibility of failure, just like bread needs salt. but put too much salt into the bread and people won't eat it. Finally, show your target audience what success looks like. That is, how your product or service can change their lives. Or as Donald Miller puts it, people want to be taken somewhere. The ending of the story should be specific and clear, describe exactly what customers will get, and more importantly, what their lives will feel like when they solve their problem by using your product and your guidance. Customers want a happy ending. Make sure you describe it in vivid colors. Will they experience less pain, get more status, save time, or reduce costs? Whatever the outcome, make sure it's clear, compelling, and emotionally resonant. Using the 7-step StoryBrand framework can help you craft a compelling story that engages your target audience and convinces them to take action. Give it a try and let me know how it goes. And here is today's pro tip for you. If you feel you're not a storyteller and want some strong help to make marketing easier for you, then sign up for tooquiettomarket.com, the app I created for you. It greatly helps you to clarify your positioning, compose compelling stories from bland, simple microcopy, and run marketing experiments, all using a simple paint-by-numbers approach with a software guiding you through the process. You can do your marketing quickly and go back to do whatever you enjoy the most. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss any of my future episodes. Share this episode with other entrepreneurs who might benefit from it. Most importantly, see you next time.